you know what I mean? I'll still be there for her.
Marie?
He's always welcome.
What about the other guy?
Doesn't want to know.
I am truly sorry. I just hope that you will get the right result. We can only read out what we're given.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right, we'll let you go backstage and take that in, but I'm sorry. Give him a round of applause, Stephen Young. Sorry, darling. Do you want to go back there? Why do the good people sometimes miss out? Well, they came for the truth. We gave it to the man for this morning, out of time as ever. I'd like to thank all of today's guests, my lovely studio, and most of all, my friends, a big thank you to you for watching home. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.
Coming up, Justin Lee Collins learns to date Japanese style. Actor Ian McNeice takes us on a tour of Port Isaac, the filming location for Doc Martin.
Plus, we've all the glamour and gossip from last night's television awards. That's this morning.
Oh, my head.
The Jeremy Kyle Show, sponsored by ThinkBingo.com.
Later this year, New Zealand hosts the Rugby World Cup, so I've come out in advance to see what the country has to offer. I'll be getting close to nature, hanging out with an All Black, sampling the lifestyle and cuisine, and being brave, maybe, in the adventure capital of the world.
Dan's New Zealand, next week on Daybreak.
You look at people and you think, do they look good for their age, or do they look like they've had loads of work done?
Yeah. A quick glance at the audience would reveal to me that it's full of very promiscuous people.
Sexy at 70? Oh, gosh, no.
Live and loose at lunchtime.
That should be fun.
Loose Women, weekdays at 12:30 on ITV1 and ITV1 HD.
Elnet from L'Oréal Paris, legendary hold. With a unique micro diffuser, it sprays microfine and disappears at the stroke of a brush. Satin Soft, our finest hairspray used by the finest stylists. Elnet from L'Oréal, celebrating 50 years of legendary style.
Feel young with Evian.
Come on, I said a hip hop, the hip it to the hip hop, and you don't stop the rock it to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
Bang bang, the boogie to the boogie, the up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock.
Live young. At Harvey's, pay no VAT on everything in our VAT-free collection. Open Thursday till 9 p.m. Harvey's, the furniture store, bringing your home to life.
Ice cream, but still as sweet. Dry your eyes someday.
You Time. Find yours. You Magazine. Every week inside the Mail on Sunday.
The BT Winter Warmer deals are now on. Get the UK's most complete broadband and unlimited UK calls anytime for only £16 a month. And we'll give you the first 3 months absolutely free. Wrap up a great broadband and calls deal this winter. Call 0800 002 002 or go to bt.com/winterdeals.
Something big is happening. Get ready for our biggest innovation for 15 years. This time, decide to lose weight for the last time. Introducing Pro Points. It's a whole new way to lose weight that'll leave you looking and feeling wow. Pro Points, new at Weight Watchers. Join a meeting for free today. What are you waiting for?
When I moisturise my skin, it can quickly feel dry again, as if I hadn't moisturised. Neutrogena Deep Moisture Body Lotion keeps your skin moisturised for 24 hours. Its active ingredient is clinically proven to penetrate 10 layers deep, leaving your skin moisturised for 24 hours. And to care for your hands, our hand cream wraps around the skin to help relieve and repair even the driest hands, leaving them soft and smooth. Norwegian formula, all over moisturisation from Neutrogena.
Stop! There's water everywhere.
Limescale can cause this damage. Your cheaper water softener will only give you half the protection, and half protection's almost like no protection. Like him riding off wearing half his helmet.
Never.
Calgon gives you maximum protection by reaching all your machine's important parts. Its active formula prevents limescale on metal, plastic, and even rubber. That's maximum protection. That's why only Calgon is recommended by leading washing machine manufacturers.
Washing machines live longer with Calgon.
Ruth won't accept that Alice is gone.
But she's still here. I can feel her.
I don't think you should speak to Alice anymore.
If Alice is real...
I sit in that house and I feel like I'm going crazy.
ITV drama premiere, Marchlands, next Thursday at 9, ITV1 and ITV1 HD.
4 homes in the West Midlands go head-to-head at 2 this afternoon, and may the best house win. First on ITV1, it's your topical magazine programme of the year. So how are the heads this morning? Let's find out with Philip and Holly.
Feel closer with Nivea, the nation's favourite skincare.
And the National Television Award goes to This Morning.
Well done. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, don't worry, it's here. There it is.
Oh, it's just been so, ever since we've won this award, it's just been wonderful. The atmosphere between everybody, the team coming in this morning, everybody having photos with it, it's just so wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah,
it's just been incredible.
That was a great moment. It's very dark over there, but spin round, Dennis, so that we can just have a little look at some of our team, some of our crew.
Yeah, like that. Very good.
Just a small fraction of the lovely team we mentioned last night on the telly.
The rest of them are in bed hungover. That's all who made it in today.
So what a lovely moment. So thank you very much indeed.
We'll
try not to go on about it too much.
Will we?
No.
I can't guarantee that.
We're going to go on and on and on and on.
Well, it was all happening off stage, and Alison Hammond was there to see it all, and we'll be seeing that in just a moment.
And you may remember that way back in September, a certain Italian chef said this.
If we win the National Television Award, I promise you that I will be cooking fully naked.
Almost forgotten. We'll stand by because we're keeping him to it. And it doesn't seem to be too much of a problem, does it, Gino?
Well, you know, it's one of the things that you say just to, you know, liven up the situation, thought that we probably never win, and now I'm stuck. So you're going to have to be very, you know, nice with me today, very patient, and I'm really sorry.
Very patient?
For what,
in what way will we have to be patient?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to work it out how we're going to do this without...
Well, let me tell you what we've done. What we've done is actually, to help you a little bit, we've raised the counter that much.
Yes, you have!
I know.
Just that much.
But I'm realising that I can't jump.
Oh, no! You better not!
So I'm going to have to be very still.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is actually happening. It's happening.
That's later. He's going to do it. So we've lots more to tempt you today. Justin Lee Collins tries out boy bras on a cultural trip to Japan. We'll be asking about that later on.
Plus, actor Ian McNeice takes us on a tour of Port Isaac for the real locations, and that's at the set of Doc Martin. I've been there, it's beautiful.
Lovely. Hip-hop superstar and king of bling, Diddy chats, and also performs his new single.
And we want you to be involved too. Samantha's in the hub of details of how to get in touch.
Good morning. We're jubilant in the Hub today, but we want to hear from you. Now, there are reports today of a man who is not fat enough for a gastric ban, and he says he's going to eat until he is. So we would love your thoughts on that. Plus, apparently Victoria Beckham, who's pregnant with her 4th child, has developed a craving for marmalade, which, as cravings go, I think is a bit lame, but we would love to know what your cravings are. You can email us at thismorning@itv.com. You can tweet us or have your say on our Facebook page. We do need your comments by midday today, so get in touch.
See,
Thanks very much indeed.
very strange. I came in this morning, didn't I, and had toast, and I normally have honey or jam, and I went, oh, can I have a marmalade today?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? It's the in thing to do, you see.
Well done, you are right on trend.
Yes.
As well as all the latest soap gossip, we've got the perfect antidote to cold grey skies, blue skies and sunshine on a Caribbean island. You could win a luxury holiday to St Lucia plus a whole load more.
So it's a packed Thursday morning, and it looks like this.
But it is the biggest event on the TV calendar, the National Television Awards, and last night's was a fashionista's dream of silk sequins and sensational frocks, not forgetting nominees and winners. Of course, I did stand beside you, and I walked into one of the shots like that, and the camera went, oh, no, this is a fashion shot. I'll get out of it. That's Hollyanna frock. You look beautiful. We'll talk about that in a moment, actually. Alison Hammond, of course, was backstage getting all the gossip.
There's lots of reasons why I think This Morning should win a National Television Award. Of course, there's our fantastic presenters, amazing guests, and entertaining content. But let's get to the crux of the matter. There's one, hopefully huge reasons why I think we should definitely win. It all happened a few months ago.
If we win the National Television Award, I will be cooking fully naked in the This Morning's kitchen.
Ever since then, I've been campaigning tirelessly, doing whatever I need to do to get what I mean us, the great British public deserve. And now the big night is finally here. Fingers crossed we'll be popping some corks with the winners at the end of the night. But before that, maybe it's time to drum up a little bit more support. This morning! If we do win, Gino Di Campo is going to cook tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Now, I couldn't sleep last night, so I had to make a little bit of a collage sort of thing of what I think he's going to look like naked.
Okay,
Are you ready
so
for this?
let's have a look.
Oh, hello, Italia.
Little, isn't it?
Wow, why has he only got one shoe on?
Nice.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Oh.
No, I hope we're not getting that in the morning, because I'll have had a drink. I'll have had a drink and I might be feeling a bit queasy.
That's a little Willy. Why did you put a little Willy?
That's left me hot under the collar, but the rest of me is so cold. It's freezing. But I love it. These beautiful celeb ladies would never let a small thing like -degree temperatures stop them bearing the flesh. But out of all the gals, for me, Davina will always be the belle of the ball.
Well, I'm not going to win the presenters. And that's that. We know that. Because it's going to be...
You know what? It's not just the girls heating up the cold red carpet. There are some rather tasty men here too. Forget Gino. Who's that?
Emma, you look awesome tonight.
Oh, thanks.
She looks awesome. Check her out.
You know I'm hot.
You are hot like fire, sweetheart. All right?
Lovely to meet you. Take care. Smells so good. Why are you here? You're just here to absorb the atmosphere, because that's why I'm here.
Oh, really? Actually, you were just speaking to my boyfriend, Ricky, so he's up for Best Newcomer.
Oh, is Ricky your boyfriend?
Yeah!
Yes, that'll teach me for trying to mix work and pleasure. It's been a fantastic year for TV, but I wonder, what's the one programme our celebs couldn't live without?
Good question. Match of the day, probably.
Well, I never missed The Apprentice when that's on. That's what I said. And Outnumbered.
Grand Design.
Really? And My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding.
This morning. staring in the face, Matt. It is.
I've been catching up on this morning.
Good answer, guys. And talking of this morning, is it just nice to be nominated, or do you want to win?
No, of course it's nice to be nominated. It's nice
No, I want to win.
You want to win?
I'm sick of putting on the loser face. I'm sick of going... Oh, well done. Well done.
Poor Phil. Now we really need to win. There's just one group of ladies that stand in our way.
Timo, the best show will win. And actually, I'm rather hoping it'll be BBC Breakfast.
Wouldn't that be funny? With the awards moments away from beginning, it all starts to get a little crazy on the red carpet.
Look at this, Matt. Hey, you bubble.
Ricky! Shut up!
Shut up. The bubbles really flew out there.
I'll tell you not. I just need a bit of normality. Where's Louis Spence? You up for an award
No,
tonight?
I'm not up for anything. I'm
You a
presenting
giver
an award.
or a receiver?
I'm a giver, darling, but I'm more than happy to take. Do you know what I mean?
As the last few celebs trickle in, there's just time for me to say hi to me busy mate.
Cheryl's not doing interviews. So just go and say hello. See you later.
Cheryl! How are you? Nice to see you. And it's time for the show to start.
Welcome to the 16th National Television Awards.
And I'm feeling good. And it's up to my pal Stacey Solomon to kick things off. And it's not long until she's back on stage.
And the National Television Award goes to... I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out Here!
Yes, we did it. Did you have a speech? Did you plan it?
No.
How was it?
I was actually not going to stand up for yourself, but just quickly get to the mic. Thank you so much, I'm so happy, thanks.
Can I have a look at it?
Oh my God, God, it's yours as well. It's,
Oh, look, there we go.
And the awards just keep on coming.
Waterloo, the in-betweener.
And the gorgeous Lacey Turner walked away with yet another Best Actress
How
gold.
does that feel?
Feels brilliant.
Well, the thing is, you've won so many awards now. You must be getting used to it by now.
No, you can't get used to it. It's still as nerve-wracking and as, like, exciting as the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Where do you put these awards anyway now?
My mum puts them somewhere.
So many awards, she doesn't even know where they are. What's next?
The nominations for the Topical magazine are...
What? Our awards now? But I'm here. I've got to go.
Wait for me, guys. I'm coming.
Come on, I think the stage is this way. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm outside again.
And the National Television Award goes to... This Morning.
Indeed. This Morning is lucky enough to have an incredibly loyal audience who we adore. Thank you so much for every single vote. And then also thank you to our team, most of whom are here, who make it so much fun to get up early in the morning. Thank you, guys.
You're supposed to get me on stage. Can I come now? Yes, come on, man. Come on, on stage. Where were you? I know. I couldn't find the stage. Come on, I'm on stage. This is my moment.
We won. And don't we know how to milk it?
It's a dream pitching. Am I dreaming? It's good. But just thank you to everybody who made it happen.
Dr. Chris said that it's because I've joined the team. And I believe him.
You've only been here 5 minutes and you got on stage.
I like being on telly, what can I say?
Well, they're off to the party, but for the rest of us, the show must go on. And stop the press, because Ant and Dec have won another Best Presenter Award. And those lovable grumpy men of Top Gear win and lose their award for Best Factual.
We've lost it, actually. We put it down. We put it down, we've lost it.
We might have got away with that, but it's just, well, yes, we have been supposed to.
The memory of winning it is fantastic.
Back in the arena, an X Factor win for Best Reality. And their arrival in our little press room causes absolute carnage.
I haven't made a commitment to anything.
Then two bona fide legends were honoured. Best Actor was given to Sir David Jason.
This is a real turn-up for the book.
And then the amazing Bruce Forsyth.
So, Bruce, this is our camera just here.
Okay.
Is This Morning?
Yes, I've seen cameras before.
was honoured with a special recognition award.
I've wanted to do this since I was a child. Nice to see you.
And go on then.
To see you nice.
No, you do the nice to see you. To see you.
Did I do it wrong?
And I'll do the nice.
All right then.
Go on.
Nice to see. Let me get into character. Hold on.
Do you want a rehearsal?
Yeah.
All right then. Go on.
Nice to see you. To see you.
Nice.
And now for the one they've all been waiting for, the Battle of the Soaps. And the winners were... Oh, well, there you go. What a fantastic night. And we are winners thanks to you. And you know what your little present's going to be? Well, because I love you, here's a little sneak peek to tide you over. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Do you know something? I feel like I need a glass of champagne to calm me down. Oi, Phil, anything left in that bottle?
It's really good, Alison.
Oh, fantastic.
Very good.
That's great.
Very
Because
good.
we couldn't go out afterwards, and everyone goes out and talks to all the papers, and everyone had the picture taken.
Yeah.
Because we were on our way out, and a lady said, no, you've got to come back because Dancing on Ice is up for the next award. So we were steered back to lose that one. Again.
But it was
what a brilliant night. Did you have a good time?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I felt quite calm last night, but watching that, I feel tearful.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
Well, because the viewers, I know how the viewers feel about this morning, because they tell me every day. But it's nice that it's on record.
Yes, it's nice that it's on the table.
Yes.
And how about you guys? Chris, did you have a good time?
Yeah, great. Just what the doctor ordered. The A-team of daytime.
Oh, great.
Well, I feel like I've missed out a little bit. You guys got to go on the stage and everything. And you guys are telling me about the performance with Stacey Solomon. I wasn't there to see all that, but I had a great night and seeing the behind the scenes. But we'll win another one next year, maybe.
Well, it was an amazing night of incredible moments. Brucey was brilliant. That was great. David Jason was unbelievable. David Jason wants to do the Cube.
Does he?
Yeah. Louis Spence.
Louis Spence was one of my highlights.
That moment was the dance was brilliant.
It was a shame,
really
though, wasn't it? It was a
nervous.
shame that Sherlock Holmes didn't win anything.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch was fantastic. And I know why Loose Women lost. It's because that gang said they would do the show naked if they'd won. Wasn't Carol pleased for us? Carol McGiffen's face.
Well, we
Like
were
a
up
welder's
against
bench.
very worthy opposition, and also good morning to BBC Breakfast
Yes.
as well. We are big fans of the show, so it's the luck of the draw. But as far as the night was concerned, Alison, moment for you. What do you think? Best bit?
To be honest with you, I can't really remember much because it was so cold. I was actually like so cold. But the best moment was kind of seeing you, Holly. You looked absolutely amazing. I don't know where you got your dress from. I wanted that dress.
Thank you very much.
What is the story of the dress then? Could you tell us the story of the dress?
Well, in fact, I can tell you the story of the dress. In fact, you can go behind the scenes on the making of my dress, and that's coming up after the break. So you can see those.
Terrific. Very nice.
Well done, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
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 Have a hold. There we are. And yes, so we're going to have a look at the making of the dress after the break.
We'll be back
Go
in a
on,
moment.
Feel closer with Nivea, the nation's favourite skincare.
At Wickes, we work harder to make your dream a reality. That's why our range of 30 stunning kitchens comes with a choice of contemporary design features. And so does our range of 24 luxury bathrooms. And now, they're even better value in our winter sale. It's got our name on it. Wickes.
This week in OK Magazine, world exclusive. Katie Price speaks out for the first time in an emotional confession following her marriage split. And Kerry Katona and Jeff Brazier, the truth about their romance. Plus inside, fashion and beauty, the latest A-list parties and page after page of late-breaking news. OK, inside the celebrity world for only £1.49. Out now.
Loud noises won't usually wake you, but wetness on your skin could disturb your sleep. That's why new Pampers Baby Dry helps keep you dry and speeds wetness away faster than before. So even your skin could have an undisturbed night of golden sleep. New Pampers Baby Dry. Peaceful nights, playful days.
Another huge price crunch from Morrison's. British beef roasting joints are now half price. Our biggest ever price crunch at Morrison's.
There are still double savings to be had across the store in the winter sale at DFS. But hurry, they must end soon. It's your last chance to grab this designer leather sofa for just $5.99. Or this cosy fabric chaise sofa for only $5.98. And of course, there's still 4 years interest-free credit, and you can order any sofa today and not pay a penny for the first year. So hurry, double savings must end soon in the winter sale at DFS. To see more sofas, visit dfs.co.uk.
I've had an accident. And I think I should get some compensation.
Don't make me laugh, underdog.
OK then, I'll call National Accident Helpline. Their solicitors will sort everything out for me, and I get 100% compensation, because the other side pays all the costs.
The other side pays all the costs?
You're not laughing there, are you?
However big they are, call National Accident Helpline on 0800 556 557.
Or go to underdog.co.uk.
Brian was under attack from a nasty cold. Runny noses, chesty coughs, sore throats. Does he retreat back to bed? Not on your Nelly. He fights back with Beecham's Ultra Capsules from our strongest all-in-one range, with the power to relieve symptoms on every front until he's back to normal. That's the spirit, Brian. Also available from Beecham's, a large range of hot drink flavours including hot berry, lemon menthol and honey and lemon. Victory tastes good.
Hey, Churchill. Is it right with your car insurance I get a 24-hour accident recovery helpline?
Oh, yes.
So imagine, I'm driving along and... crash.
Oh.
One call and you come and get me.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. For car insurance you can rely on, call our UK call centres.
Welcome to Comedy Rocks, folks. How are you?
More big laughs.
It's a lot like flirting with your mum's mates.
From more big names in the world of comedy. And more great music. Comedy Rocks with Jason Manford. Friday at 9 on ITV1 and ITV1 HD.
Feel closer with Nivea, the nation's favourite skincare.
Welcome back. Now, all the women looked gorgeous last night at the NTAs, and the type of dress you wear is a big decision, and there was only one woman I could trust to make mine. Every girl in the spotlight needs that certain someone to help them shine on the red carpet. For me, that person is Suzanne Neville. I only rang her about 3 days ago to ask her to make me a dress, so I don't know how far along she is with it, but let's see what magic she's created. I've worked with Suzanne before. She made me this beautiful black lace dress for Dancing on Ice last year. Hi!
Hi, how are you? Okay,
nice to see you.
And you? Come in.
Aha, I recognise this one. This was another Dancing on Ice dress, based on the same design as the black one. So beautiful. And that one I recognise, is that the one Carol Vorderman wore?
Yes, it is, yeah. For
So
the
nice.
Pride of Britain.
Carol really made a splash with this dress. So you've got wedding dresses up here. Are these all for the off?
Yeah, these are all for clients at the moment, which are due to leave tonight.
Suzanne's also designed wedding dresses for the likes of Danielle Lineker and my very own big sis, Kelly. Gorgeous. Right then, so...
Right.
Should we have a look? She's come up with some designs she thinks will flatter my bum, but there's one thing I'm a bit worried about. I don't want the fabric to give me a shiny bum. Shiny on the bottom is never the most flattering, particularly on me, because it's different. When you're on TV, you can get away with a bit more because they have clever lighting, but in photographs, when they flash, that shine on the widest part, which is around my bottom and my now bump, it just looks massive. So Suzanne's picked this black silk, which she promises me will sort out the problem.
So now we need to get you into your undies.
Okay.
And put your toile on and start fitting you.
All right. And that bit you can't see, I'm afraid, so go away. Here we go. Before I arrived, Suzanne designed a template for the dress around my shape. It's called a toile. So don't freak out, this isn't the finished thing. We haven't just decided to go for a white dress. This is the toile, so this is what it looks like. And this is the bit that actually just ends up getting thrown away, doesn't it? Yeah. As part of the creative process, she slowly adds pieces to the toile, and the best thing is she can tweak the fit to make it perfect.
We could actually bring that in a little bit. Can you see the difference?
Yeah, I can.
Actually, look at that. Suddenly, it shrinks you even more.
I just won't have any dinner that day.
Now my next dilemma. What's the most flattering way to wear the shoulder straps?
I don't know. I think I prefer it up.
I do. And then what I'd do is just bring that down into the back like that.
Okay.
Dilemma over. Phew.
All done?
All done. Yes.
So, this is the final dress, or not the final dress. Now how do I get it off?
I'll have to unpin it.
And with the magic of telly and a little bit of time travel, here is the dress itself, the end result, and I absolutely love it and feel red carpet ready in it. So, thank you, Suzanne.
Stunning. You look beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
That felt very nice.
You always do, but that was a lovely dress.
Thank you.
Lovely. And I haven't said thank you very much as well for being a lovely partner.
Oh, well, thank you. Don't make me.
Anyway, let's have a look at some of the stories making the headlines this morning. We've got Paul Ross and Eve Pollard here. Welcome both. Let's start. This story has been running for a week now, and the eventual conclusion was that yesterday Richard Key resigned from Sky.
I've never had a
to go, and that was him doing it. Actually, let's have a listen to what he said on the radio.
I've never had a problem in life saying sorry when I'm wrong. We were wrong. It was wrong. It shouldn't have happened. There are some dark forces at work here. I was told no. And 24 hours passed, by which time the world had gone mad.
So that's Richard Keys resigning and explaining it. Dark forces?
Yeah,
Well, I suppose the question is where the footage...
Where it came from.
Because it's stuff that was said while they were on microphone, they weren't broadcasting, and while what they said is unforgivable, as Richard acknowledged there, what he was saying he said no was he actually apologised to Sean Massey, the Lions person, and was told not to mention he'd done that for some reason. Obviously, maybe there was a Sky internal investigation going on. The other weird thing about this is as well, I mean, Rio Ferdinand tweeted about this and said prehistoric banter, no place for it. And Richard said, I think with some justification, but hang on, what about what goes on in the Man United, or the Everton, or the West Ham, or the Arsenal dressing room? It doesn't make it right, but these things happen.
But we're hoping this may cause a change, because frankly, you couldn't talk about any other group of people in the way that, you know, sports guys, not just sports guys, men all over. Very interesting. Went out for dinner with Sir David Frost last night. He and my husband are in one corner, Karina and I are in another corner. Women shouldn't be talked about like this, and it's time for us to say...
Well, there's no question that it was disrespectful.
It was disrespectful.
Well, is it sackable? Should you have to resign over it, or is it lads banter and you've made a mistake, you've been a bit boorish, and actually, guys, pull yourselves together, it's the 21st century?
The world's changing. You know, now there are women in sport. In fact, there'll be lots more jobs for women in sport, it seems, soon.
Yeah. Did you not... Because I sort of think that and again, it's not acceptable, but lads banter is lads banter as much as girls banter. When we say things like, well, men can't multitask, blah, blah, blah. Which
that's a true fact.
But by saying that, is that just that's more acceptable that we can say that?
I think there's a slight pejorative. The way they did talk about it, I never discussed that ever as it.
And also, I think as well, the fact that they are very senior figures within that organisation, and actually that means that people who may have been made uncomfortable what they said, maybe didn't feel in the workplace they could challenge it. I'm not saying they were bullying, but there's that feeling that it's different if you're in a pub, it's still not acceptable, people say, but there's nobody below you.
Let me ask you this then, you've worked in newspapers, and...
very sexist, very testosterone.
The papers that are going crazy, the papers that are sticking this on the front page, well, how many dinosaurs are there in the newspapers?
Many, many, but dinosaurs in newspapers had to about 10 years, maybe 15 years ago, start changing their way they spoke, because newspapers have been infected by women. So maybe this is the chance for sport to do the same. I mean, I'm sorry for Richard Keys. We started at DVAM when Henry VIII was a boy. And, you know, he's a nice guy, but it was a step too far, but you're right. Who released those tapes?
I think that's... Yeah, well, and there's the question. And why? What was the agenda for releasing the tapes in the first place? But I know that the sports fans in here have certainly said it's a great shame, because both of them were really very good at their jobs. The NHS, they have said to a guy that he's not fat enough for a gastric bypass. 20-stone traffic warden from Portsmouth been told the NHS that he's too skinny to have the weight loss. So Darren McLeod has therefore vowed to eat until he is heavy enough to get the op.
Yeah, his body mass index needs to go up to 45, it's 43.5, and so he's eating junk food and dieting on chips and having fried breakfast every day. You've got to kind of ask the question, I don't know this man's personal circumstances, but maybe if you'd have put aside the money he's spending on junk food into a savings bank, maybe he could afford the operation himself. Because this is costing him money, and people can get this done outside the NHS if they really feel they need it. He's diabetic and says it may help his diabetes, but this seems to me almost suicidal.
Hell of a protest, isn't it?
It is, but it is extraordinary. You know, the amount of gastric bypasses they're doing on the NHS has, I think, quadrupled in the last year, and it does save people a lot of, you know, illness and all the rest of it. But you're right, maybe we should, you know, the NHS should be free at the point of receiving it. But maybe this sort of thing, you should say, look, could you pony up 100 quid, a couple of £100 would help us all, and maybe they should just, you know, take a different attitude. But the idea he's going to get a stone fatter and then off the operation is madness.
Yes, it is.
Total madness.
There's also that whole thing, isn't it, that there's a big debate at the moment about treatment for this kind of thing, because people do say, whether rightly or wrongly, there's an element to which this is self-inflicted, and people can actually deal with the condition themselves by doing the reverse of what this chap's doing, i.e. diet and exercise. I mean, he's working, he's walking, but maybe he should do more.
Very, very quickly, a couple of things here. A new poll says that men would rather lose their jobs than their hair. Going bald also worried that men more than bad breath, getting fat, or even their ability between the sheets.
I quite like some bald men. If they're funny, they get away with murder, don't they? I mean, they can have a certain charm.
Yeah.
I'm growing through my hair. I wish I wasn't, but nothing you do about it. Nothing you can do about it.
And Posh is craving marmalade, apparently. It's been reported that mum-to-be Victoria Beckham has developed a craving for marmalade whilst pregnant with her 4th child. She's part of 40% of pregnant women who have a craving for something sweet.
Oh, gosh.
Do you?
Oh, well, I've eaten nothing. If it's not got icing on the top of it, I'm not interested.
My mum had a really weird craving. Do you remember Lino that used to have like a tarmac back? She would chew that when she was pregnant. And there were 6 of us, and she would peel bits off the kitchen floor and eat the... Sorry, Mum, if you're watching, it's true.
Mustard.
I can't pass a carpet shop without being
Mustard.
Mustard. I loved
Really?
mustard. French mustard, not the very strong one, but I loved mustard.
My mother-in-law was pickled onions. My husband loves pickled onions as well.
I know. Maybe there's a connection. So perhaps you have some sort of strange craving. We'd love to hear from you.
Let us know what you think. Email us this morning at itv.com. Tweet us at ITV This Morning. Or leave your comments on the official This Morning Facebook page, and we need them by midday today.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
The really interesting thing is Victoria Beckham was eating toast.
Oh, yes, carbs are in, girls, quick!
Maybe it's just the marmalade. Your chance now to win a bonanza of prizes in our big January competition. Here's Susie Amy with the details.
If winter has frozen your assets and the financial outlook is chilly, this January we're giving you a chance to heat things up. You and 5 friends or family could be here in fabulous St. Lucia on an incredible 10-night holiday that could be your best getaway yet. Your amazing holiday will be spent in pure luxury at the exclusive Akasha Villa. There's first-class flights, you can join the jet set with your own personal driver and chef once you're there, along with some amazing trips to explore what this beautiful Caribbean island has to offer, courtesy of pureholidayhomes.com. We'll also set you up with a new car, as you'll also get to drive away with this brand new BMW X1 worth over £25,000. Plus, we'll give you an extra £1,000 a week for the next year. That's a whopping £52,000 for you to spend on anything you like. So if you fancy the chance of winning one of the biggest prizes we've ever given away, answer this question correctly. The Alps, the Andes and the Himalayas are all what? A. Oceans, B. Mountain ranges, or C. Deserts? Call 09041 61 99 99. Calls cost no more than £1.54 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Text your answer A, B or C to 88444. Texts cost £1.50 plus 1 standard network rate message. Red Button viewers can enter by pressing their red button now or enter for free at itv.com. Entrants must be 18 or over. Lines close at 5 p.m. on Monday the 31st of January, and entries made after this time won't be counted, may still be charged. Good luck!
Yes, the best of luck. Now, latest statistics show that 1/3 of gay, lesbian, bisexual or transgender people have experienced some kind of verbal or physical abuse because of their sexuality.
Joining us now is Jenny Bainham, whose brother Ian died in a brutal homophobic attack, and Ian's friend George Richardson is here too, and welcome to both of you. Yesterday, the 3 teenagers were sentenced, and the story's been in the paper again today, but for anybody that hasn't heard what happened, is it all right to go back to the night in question, which was the 25th of September 2009, and Ian, your brother, he was out celebrating, wasn't he? He just got a new job, and he was out with his friend, and
He was on his way home, actually, when this happened. So tell us what happened.
Probably George is better to relay this part of it, because...
Yes, they'd been in Soho, and they got a bus down to Trafalgar Square on the way to Charing Cross Station. Ruby Thomas, who was sentenced yesterday, shouted out some abuse to Ian. Ian wasn't the kind of man who would let that go by.
Yeah.
Quite rightly. And the situation escalated from there.
And so, so they, well, as you say, wandering through Trafalgar Square, walking past, I think, South Africa House.
That's right.
And half an hour before that attack, the two girls had been restrained by friends because there had been another altercation, hadn't there?
Yes, I think it would be fair to say that they've been irritating. Well, in fact, not only in Trafalgar Square. I mean, they were doing things in other parts of London earlier that evening as well.
And so he went back, remonstrated with them. A punch was thrown by, this is Joel Alexander, I think.
That's right.
Threw the punch. He was 20 at the time, who was there with Ruby Thomas, who was 18, and fell to the floor. At that point, the attack became extraordinarily violent and vicious. What happened then?
As far as I heard in court, basically he fell to the floor. Joel went away, and Ian's friend followed him. But the two girls were then involved in kicking and stamping as he was lying on the floor.
Gosh, it's just horrific. And passers-by didn't... it was one of these situations where they thought it was the opposite way round because there were girls involved and they'd run off. Passers-by thought that Philip, the friend, was running after them for the wrong reason.
Philip went after the girls after they'd kicked and stamped on Ian.
Yeah.
And he actually got hold of one of the girls and pulled her to the ground. But of course somebody instantly thought he was in fact attacking the girl.
Yeah.
You know, if that hadn't happened,
It
we
sounds
might
like
have managed to arrest them a lot quicker.
A very confusing scene.
Yes.
Sort of understandably a confusing scene as to what was going on.
But I think
at
in
that
these
time.
events you only see little bits of you don't see the whole picture, you're not there to see the whole thing.
Well, he was critically injured, was rushed to hospital in a coma, and stayed in that coma until his death.
Yeah, 18 days he was in a coma.
What were those 18 days like for you?
Well, they were sort of endless days. I mean, every day I visited the hospital and sat by his bedside, hoping for a glimmer of something, but there was nothing. You know, there was no response. You know, he didn't respond to talking to him. You know, while he was in there, he suffered a further bleed in the brain, and he had to go for a further operation. And it was hopeless. It felt hopeless every day. And it was difficult to sit with him like that.
And while you were by his bedside for those 18 days, Ruby, one of the girls, she is boasting on Facebook about what's happened and what she's done.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is extraordinary.
Yeah.
And text messages as well. I think she was texting friends.
And it was these text messages that were actually used in court.
They used Facebook evidence in court to illustrate the involvement.
It seems, you'd think in the society that we live in now, you think we would have moved on somewhat from this, and yet you hear of this horrific attack by two young teenage girls.
Well, Ruby Thomas, privately educated at Sydenham High School. I mean, this is a girl who had everything going for her, a bright future in front of her.
It's an interesting contrast, isn't it? You have the behaviour of these two girls, and yet you have the people on the night in the square, complete strangers who came forward as witnesses, people who came, rang the ambulance, rang the police that night, stayed with Ian before the ambulances arrived. And you also have, there was one young man who was part of the larger group that the girls and Joel Alexander were with that night. who stayed with Ian after Joel Alexander and the two girls had run away, and who also, after Ian died, went to his father, in fact, and said, look, I was there, I know about this, and went to the police, which was a very brave thing to do.
Yes. Well, that's the point of you being here, is reporting these sorts of crimes. Joel Alexander, Ruby Thomas, found guilty on the 16th of December 2010 of the manslaughter after a 3-week-long trial at the Old Bailey. Ruby was convicted of an individual charge of affray. And then sentencing, as Holly said yesterday, to 7 years, Ruby Thomas, for manslaughter of Ian and Bain. And the judge, Richard Hawkins, increased Thomas's sentence from 6 years to 7 years because of the homophobic nature of the attack.
That's right.
Joel Alexander was sentenced to 6 years for his part in the attack. Judge Hawkins said this is a case of mindless, drink-fueled violence committed in public. And it is brave for members of the public to come forward, and it does take that, that mindset. I will have to change something here. What do you say to people who are victims of what are hate crimes?
I think the important thing to get across now, nothing brings Ian back. These people are convicted, they will go away. But the important thing now is to illustrate that if you are a victim of a hate crime, that you should report it. Possibly, particularly the gay community, would have felt in the past that perhaps complaints about crimes like this weren't acted on. They're not going to be acted on unless the police have the right level of reporting, because they won't have the resources devoted to them.
And also the fact that if you commit a hate crime, then the punishment is substantial.
The punishment will go up. The great thing about being able to come on here today is that if it helps somebody out there this weekend who suffers some... Ian's crime would have been investigated because it was a very serious crime. But lower levels of hate crime, report them, the police will do something about them now. And if it makes somebody out there this weekend who's a little bit drunk and thinks that fists are the answer, hesitate and take a step back, then it's done some good.
Thank you both very much indeed for coming. I'm so sorry you're here under these circumstances, but thank you. It's extraordinary it's still happening.
Thank you for coming in.
In the 21st century. If you've been affected by anything we've been talking about, you can find helplines on our website, itv.com/this morning.
Yes, we're back after the break with Justin and Colin. See you in a moment.
Feel closer with Nivea, the nation's favourite skincare.
Whether it's breakup coffee, make-up coffee, or wake up at the crack of dawn coffee, no two coffee moments ever feel the same. So even though all our coffees are made with espresso from freshly ground Arabica beans, each one's special. Here's to good coffee and late-night coffee. And can I buy you a cup of coffee? McDonald's Full Bean, for people who love good coffee.
In the Wickes half-price kitchen unit sale, now we'll also pay the VAT. But hurry, offer ends 30th of January. It's got our name on it. Wickes.
Pizza Casa di Mama. The delicious toppings, the crispy light crust. Like Mama made it in my childhood. Her fresh dough and fine ingredients. And the heavenly smell as it rose in the oven for that freshly baked taste. I hear Mama's voice as if it were yesterday.
Stop dreaming, boy. Eat your pizza.
Casa di Mama, for that freshly baked taste. New from Dr. Oetker.
Ice cream, but still as sweet. Dry your eyes Sunday.
You Time. Find yours. You Magazine. Every week inside the Mail on Sunday.
When many prices are going up, ours are coming down. There's extra savings on all sale prices in the Furniture Village sale.
Want an affordable Fun Pack smartphone for just £15 a month? You can with 3.
The Sony Ericsson X8 comes with a high-res touchscreen, plus 100 minutes, 5,000 texts, and 500 meg of internet. So you can enjoy your photos, music, tweets, texts and emails, and all your social networks. Plus, download thousands of apps, including loads of free ones. All in one neat, affordable package. To get yours, call 0800 358 6950, go to 3.co.uk/store, or visit a 3 store.
If you're in love, get romantic this Valentine's Day with a personalised card from funkypigeon.com.
funkypigeon.com.
Just have a name or a photo of your special lady. Or your special fella, of course. Cards start from just £1.79 with free delivery.
funkypigeon.com.
Funky, fun and free delivery.
Another huge price crunch from Morrison's. British beef roasting joints are now half price. Our biggest ever price crunch at Morrison's.
You don't always have to be at NatWest to be at NatWest. In fact, more and more people are choosing to do their banking wherever, whenever. It's why we'll continue to provide UK call centres with staff on hand to help 24/7. It's why we give all of our online banking customers free security software. And why we offer mobile banking that helps you manage your money on the move. These are just some of the commitments in our customer charter that are helping us to become Britain's most helpful bank. To find out more, visit our website. NatWest. Helpful banking.
When did you pour your first pint in?
I've been that side of the bar as many times as I've been this side.
1969.
Morning.
Celebrate 9 decades in showbiz.
Come another push me. Go on, get on the stage. I really love making film.
An incredible life before the hot pot. The Betty Driver story. Tuesday at 8. ITV1 and ITV1 HD.
Feel closer with Nivea, the nation's favourite skincare.
Welcome back. Still to come, I catch up with P. Diddy.
First, we've seen him master Mexican wrestling, ballroom dancing and the art of clowning. For his latest project, Justin Lee Collins visited the land of sushi, pod hotels and love doll factories.
On arrival at Club Ryoguju, women choose a host from a list outside. Haruki, for example, is number 7 on the menu.
I wonder if the ladies know that I'm on the menu this evening or not. Because I'm the chef special, really, aren't I? And, you know, you see, like, a lot of cookbooks, a lot of food writers always say that, you know, you shouldn't really go for the chef special. Because very often it's the stuff that they're just trying to get rid of. I feel like a promise on the turn. Oh, what's that? Do you want to? I'm sorry, it's just him over there. That's Justin. He's the new guy. All right.
And he's here now. We reviewed this yesterday, and I absolutely will be watching tonight. It's fascinating.
Thank you very much.
So this is you're on the menu there.
Yeah.
You just get picked off the menu. I like number 14, number 21, and number 23.
Yeah, you get picked, and I was on the menu that night, and I kind of, you have to be a love soldier. That's what they refer to you as, a love soldier. Because if you get picked, it's then the job, if you're also on the menu, to make the guy that's been selected look good. So he'll call you over and he's been selected by a lady that goes into the host bar, and then you have to go over and walk a very, very thin line where you have to make him look good but not step on his toes.
If you step on his toes, there is a penalty to be paid.
Yeah, they will shave your head.
Oh, that's not good for you.
That's the worst thing that could possibly happen to me. And then he kind of joked, I think he was joking, he said we might even take off your finger. Your little pinky finger, which I think is like a Yakuza thing. They remove your pinky finger. Then he laughed, and I take the laugh to mean that he was joking, but then I'd rather lose a finger than my hair, to be honest.
Take the finger.
Yeah.
But it seems that what you learnt from this is that actually they're very open about their vices in Japan. It's not something that they cover up or they're embarrassed about. It's almost like a pride thing. I mean, I'm talking about the Japanese businessman who has the collection of dolls. Love dolls.
Mr. Tarbo, we can call him that, it's an assumed name. And Mr. Tarbo, I started off at the showroom where I was shown, how can I put this? The guy in the showroom showed me a prop, because you have to maintain your love doll, and certain parts of the love doll obviously, you know, wear thin after a while, and you go and you get replacement bits. And the man was showing me a replacement bit and getting me to experience the replacement bit for myself. And I said to him, it's strange because I've not even shaken your hand and already I'm It was an odd thing. And then we went to the factory where they're made, and then we went to Mr. Tarbo's apartment. I say his apartment, he has 2 apartments, and he has one specifically for his love dolls. And they're about 30.
He wears a wedding ring, and so you're assuming that he's a married guy that also has a love doll thing going on.
Well, I clocked the ring, and I asked him if he was married or if he'd ever been married, and he said, no, I'm married to the dolls. And he wasn't joking. He genuinely considers himself to be married to this collection.
Because this Harajuku is the area of Tokyo, yeah?
Yeah.
So is this specific to this area, like our Soho or whatever, that you might get something that's a little bit a different colour on the sexual spectrum?
Yeah.
Or is this reflect the whole of Japan?
I think it has a broader appeal. I think it's less like Soho, where certain things happen in a specific area. It's different. I mean, we went to Osaka as well, and strange things happen there. It's far more open. It's not like a backstreet thing.
Well, we showed yesterday the clip of you being fitted for your boy bra.
The man bra. We went to the little office where they produce these bras for stressed out businessmen. I suffer from stress, Phil. I've got psoriasis. I've never considered a bra in my... There he is, he's having a Phil.
He was thrilled.
Yeah, he was so happy that I mean, he found out you were a bee. You're a bee.
I'm a bee. I'm a bee. As a man, you know, it's having to deal with that. I'm a B cup. I'm a B cup.
But they go with the bra that you were fitted for goes with its own little set of pants and everything.
I left the pants.
Yeah.
Although I am wearing the bra right now. But
I
mean,
bet you
look.
are.
Well, do you know why I'm holding my belly?
Why?
Because I've got a little bit of psoriasis around my belly button, and I felt self-conscious. I'm standing there wearing a bra, and I'm feeling self-conscious about a little red patch around my belly button. That's why I'm standing like this.
So are the guys here? Are they particularly effeminate? Because I know that the women disdainfully refer to them as herbivores.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a weird thing in Japan. You know, the birth rate in Japan is incredibly low, ridiculously low. More people have dogs than children. Yeah, and it's because the Japanese male is just not very good, it would seem, at being manly. And, you know, the women want manly men. They don't want, you know, feminine or feminised men. This is what I'm hearing when I'm over there. So
you with your hairy face.
They don't really love me. They love me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like the archetypal hunter-gatherer. You must have.
I'm the caveman. Yes, I am. I'm the archetype. Thank you, Holly. Yes. Yeah.
I promise you, I will be watching this show tonight. It's absolutely fascinating. Turning Japanese is tonight at 9 on Channel 5.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you as always. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Right, still loads to come today, including Gino D'Acampo cooking naked, and Diddy performs his brand new single. That's all coming up.
Is he dressed?
Not to be missed.
Did he dressed?
He did.
Did he Dirty Money dressed?
See you after the news.